that splits the town in two. Neon lights hum where the shadows grew. Brick by brick, they built their life where the suits shake hands and the ravens cry. Paradise ain't free, it comes with a toll. They'll take your heart, they'll take your soul. Under neon moons, with secrets untold, paradise ain't free, and it chills you cold.
All right. Hey there, family. Welcome as we start our Old Gods of Appalachia here, having our fun in the town of Paradise, a town swept by state lines, one managing one side, the other managing the other, though both sides have combined and come together in order to persecute our, well, sort of heroes here. Harvey Dot Goodman, Adeline, the Everescent wedding planner herself, and of course, introducing tonight another character who's known for blood and steel in the morning hours. So, um, you've met Polly, pretty Polly Barrow, who has come and you have chosen to be her, well, assistants here in paradise in order so that a certain person by the name of JT Fields would help you with your legal problems. Having made such a deal with him, you met Miss Polly Barrow on the streets and escorted her down in order to get her settled, at which she had given you some instructions that to be on the lookout for certain items made of antler. And some people who may be sporting a crescent moon mark or have certain special abilities that they may have, and special abilities you have found even at the church, people able to do strange things that were kept away from others. Gifted ones. What's this cause, you asked? Why exactly would such a woman be after these gifted people? And your previous discernings that maybe it was criminal folks she was after made you think, especially to somebody like Good Doc Goodman, that it was the gifted, those blessed by a certain trick of the green, that she might indeed be after. For what purpose, none can say, except Miss Polly herself. Now, for the purposes of our story, after understanding something about the crescent moon people, the ones who have the mark, and understanding, of course, that they themselves feel like they've been searched out or hunted and have to hide a little bit, was that you all decided to go where, well, you knew it was, in the most relative of terms, safe. That of the butchery, ran by the stout and large arms of Helga herself, practitioner of the arts of slicing with blood and steel, separating that which is good for eating from that which is good for things that might just not be mentioned in good Christian company. And so you have made yourself. Helga, what's your butchery look like?
Um, I think her butchery looks like just like a plain storefront. Like, she's got the high counters, but then on the other side, they're lower where she chops the meat up specifically right in front of your faces.
Cute!
So you come in and she's chopping, and Helga give you a meat. And of course, she too had helped with some of the efforts, and for this purpose, she was on the mark herself. She just had to finish up the day's workings and get things ready to be put into the display glass. So, with all of this, what would you like to do?
Sorry, someone. Hold on. Sorry, I thought someone was trying to come in. It was just my dog being a weirdo.
Can I have a meat cleaver instead of a sword?
Yep.
Cool. It's a light
Dude,
weapon.
that'd be so lit. Oh no. She's gonna cleave our enemies and we're gonna get
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, go on.
Well, I'm not exactly. I'm trying to think. I'm so sorry.
Did we bring the guy we met in the speakeasy with us, or we finished talking with him and we're regrouping just the three of us in the butcher shop?
I mean, you just went to the butcher shop right now.
Okay. But we didn't bring the guy we met in the speakeasy with us. That's what I'm...
We didn't bring the guy that tried to.
I want to say for now, you can do whatever you need to get back there. But I just thought for this, you'd just be separate for the moment. So you sound like you wanted to discuss and do some stuff.
Yep. Okay.
I know this is like a real bad time, but I really gotta do some shopping real quick. She's gonna go. I don't know. Why would we go to the butcher's? Okay, well, she's just gonna go in there and be like, I need to get some shopping done.
Because you wanted to get to Helga. It was saying she's kind of part of your group here a little bit.
Oh, yeah, okay, I missed that.
I'm
Sorry.
the safe house, apparently.
Yeah.
The safe house? Does she have a little speakeasy in the background?
You don't know.
Do you have a speakeasy? I'm just kidding. So Adeline is gonna go in. She's going to keep her eyes firmly on the ground so she does not throw up. But she's going to walk up, and what does Helga look like?
Oh shit, I should probably have done that. I don't know yet. Think about that. Oh, here we go. I got it. Hold on. Give me a minute. I'm gonna give her like platinum blonde hair, blue eyes, very tanned, very muscular.
She's a she-man. Got it.
Yeah.
She's like
Helga.
She's queen. Nice. Sorry. I don't know why I'm so tired today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know why I'm tired. I'm just. So I think Adeline's just being like, "Hey, how was business today? Like, how are things? We have a lot to tell you, so let's sit down and discuss. We have a lot to tell you. Have you gotten like any weird like letters recently? Like, I don't know, we're going to take all your money type letters, or have you been spared that fate?
I have not had that fate.
Oh. So you aren't being sued?
Why would I be sued? Is something wrong with my meat?
No. Your meat's just fine. Well, here's the thing. One of our friends, Doc and I, are being sued.
For what?
And it's a whole plethora of things that I have never once spoken ill of another human being in my life, but I'm getting sued for it. Emotional distress? I don't know.
I do not know what that is.
I think it's a bunch of hooey, honestly.
That sounds like we.
Yes, but we've gotten ourselves into a bit of a situation, and we would really like to have you along.
Okay, let's go shop.
Oh. All right. Well, that was. All right, she's loyal. I was like, that was easy. No convincing needed. She's like, period.
Loyal, and she needs you to just tell her what to do, and she'll do it.
Oh, okay.
She's not very bright, but she's fine to go around with you.
Okay, then I think, I'm sorry, I don't want to speak the whole time. Like, you got anything to add, Doc?
No, I'm not at the moment. I think we have to try to figure out what exactly we're doing, and whether we found several people with unusual abilities, and even somebody with this here tattoo. But I feel like we are. I think I'm right in assuming that we are being hesitant to actually bring any of them to Miss Burrow.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I don't necessarily trust her. And that guy said that a lot of people are being targeted and killed. And it doesn't sound like he's really doing anything right. I mean, wrong. Sorry. He doesn't sound like he's necessarily doing anything wrong. I do not think I could live with another person's death on my conscience.
It's not that hard.
Oh! And I must ask, this is all animal meat, yes? Based off of that answer.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Doc grows pale at that.
It'd be wrong to make my background meat is murder, tasty, tasty murder.
Tasty, tasty murder is crazy.
Sorry.
It's so funny.
Continue.
Tasty, tasty murder.
Tasty, tasty murder.
Well, what do you think, Helga? What does your heart tell you? Should we turn these guys in? Or...
What's in it for you?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, it seems like if we turn these people in, then our debts will be lifted. But at the same time...
But will they, if they already gave you bad debts and say you do things you didn't do, are they going to lift it?
Different person. Somebody is going to pay our debts for us. That is what this Mr. Fields said he would do. But to do that, we have to help his lady friend, and she's a character.
That is putting it lightly.
And it's very unclear what she wants these people for. I mean, it's still the case that she asked us for a number of things. We could still try to keep our eyes open and try to find whoever took the objects that she says were stolen from her family. They are made of antler. That was a sort of
No antler.
Right. I think these were not just antlers, but like somebody had carved perhaps carved something out of the antler. She was very reticent to actually tell us what they look like. Instead, she just said if we were basically good enough to help her, we would know. Which
That does
Wasn't
not
very
make sense.
helpful. Exactly.
no, not particularly, but that was the two things she wanted from us, was finding people with unusual abilities, and then whoever it is had stolen these items from her family.
And I'm not sure she means well for those people that stole it, but then again, who would? But that's the problem, is we talked to one of those people she was looking for, and I get the feeling that he's real scared. I mean, it was very obvious that he was real scared. It could mean life or death for him. At least that's how he was making it sound. Unless he was lying to me. And if he's lying to me, I'm going to pull him by his ear to Miss Polly.
And that accomplishes what?
Her pulling by the ear? What? Is that what you're...
Yes.
Because if he's lying to her, then she's just being spicy. Like, if he's lying to me, I'm gonna kill him myself. Joking.
And you will live with it.
That's a good point. I'll live in jail, but I'll live.
You only go to jail if you get caught.
It's another. She's gonna give Harvey a look. SOS.
Harvey looks back at her as if to say, "No, that makes perfect sense. She's correct."
Am I the only moral person in here? I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Am I the only one that's not morally gray?
I'm not much of a fan of this idea, but
You don't see much of another option.
So, but
Meat tasty. That is wild.
Could potentially.
This is what happens when you give me 15 minutes to come up with a character.
I mean,
It's absolutely insane. I love it so much. We don't know what tasty. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry. All right. Well, I think we should probably go back and talk to that guy. I don't think we have enough information to really make a decision.
We can do that, or if I could try to follow him.
Oh, yeah, with your hoodoo voodoo powers.
I don't really understand why you insist on calling them that, but be that as it may, I could just try to follow him and see. He seemed nervous, and we could see if his nervousness is warranted. There were a lot of other people in that, in the Hollow Well that were a little more suspect. I know I talked with Caleb, and he seemed a little nervous himself about what's been going on. Maybe just some. We can try talking with him again, or you can try the two of you could try talking with him, and I can just watch for him or any of those other suspicious people leaving and tail him for a bit.
Yeah,
I'm very good at intimidation.
that's for sure.
Yeah. Yes, I've noticed that. Yes.
Well, okay, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a real good idea. So, in the meantime, what do you think I should be doing while you're tailing them? What other tasks?
Well, you seemed interested in talking with him, so my thought was that I would just keep watch for anybody leaving while you chatted with him, and I would just follow either him if he leaves, or potentially some of those other suspicious folks from the speakeasy. If you think you can get more out of him by chatting with him.
I'm not exactly sure, but I just kind of wanted to. I think he was very forthcoming. I think that he trusts us, and so maybe if I sat down with him and tried to talk to him a bit more with Helga, with the, she can probably put people at ease too, if she likes them, I suppose.
9.
That's a fair point. Okay, so I'm gonna go do this alone. I'm gonna try to get some more information and.
Oh, I think you should have Helga come with you just in case.
Yeah. I thought she was saying no. I don't want to come. I was like, okay.
Not good at putting people at ease.
Yeah, that's what I was is not. It won't put him at ease, but that could be useful.
Yeah, just like having what I meant is like having like a like a muscly person with a meat cleaver be like, I'm gonna protect you. It's like, oh, okay, great.
Yep.
We're chilling. That's what I meant by putting at ease.
Oh, yes, and that way I'm very helpful.
Okay. Yeah, so let's do that. So Adeline is going to she's going to give Harvey a nod. She's like, be safe, okay?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. If you all want to get going first, Miss Adeline, I know you don't particularly like when I do this.
Thank you. She's gonna give a smile and then she's gonna turn around and she's gonna gesture for. Is it gesture? I think it is. Oh my gosh. She's gonna gesture for Helga to follow her, and she's gonna start going back to the speakeasy to see if she can find that one dude and talk to him a bit more, while Harvey kind of spies.
Once Adeline's not looking, Harvey will go ahead and change himself into. He'll take on his cat form, and I think that being the kind of story this is, being the kind of thing this is not actually a pleasant thing to watch.
Oh.
I imagine that it's the kind of version of this where his limb bones begin snapping and breaking as they're shortening.
Like a good werewolf movie.
Yeah, except instead of getting larger, he's getting smaller because he's basically becoming a tabby cat. And so it's sort of like all the bones are shrinking and they're kind of crunching as they do it. Some of them elongate in ways. His ears literally shift up his head and start to become more cat-like. His nose becomes smaller. Whiskers come out of it. And before you know it, he has become a cat.
Little kitty cat.
Oh, he's got little glasses. It's so cute.
It is damn cute.
And he will, as a cat, quick check. As a cat, he is got now training in stealth, and he is considered small.
Nice.
Oh, he's so cute.
And what he'll do is kind of follow Helga and Adeline at a distance, and his plan will be to sort of scout and watch for people leaving the speakeasy. And if it's either the guy we talked to or one of those individuals who was like watching us, he will potentially follow them.
Okay, so the scene here is you're both going to the same speakeasy? Or everyone's going?
Yes. Yes. Believe so. Yep.
All right. All right. So now walking. Got a cat that's sticking to the shadows, and Adeline and Helga going right on up to find these conversations once more. So, all right, go ahead and let's do a stealth challenge. Just if you're trying to get on in with no one noticing between
Gotcha.
ankles and toes.
So will that be a speed challenge?
Speed, yes.
Okay. So I will put an effort into that, along with the training I have for being a cat. That's a 13.
All right. You slip in right quick. And get to the places where predators like yourself like to dwell the best. Or they just become part of the wallpaper, the background, till their prey makes itself known. Natalie and Helga, you come in, and Helga, do you frequent this place?
Yes.
Right, and you can tell as they give you a quick nod and already start pouring a nice dark beer. With a glass that's just about the size of Adeline's head.
Nice.
Sounds about right.
All right. Now, as we get to this gentleman, I'll just say I remember from the last session, I was greatly fading as we were talking to this person. So there may be some things different.
You're okay.
I thought you guys were like, Matt, are you okay?
We
Dying.
yes.
But coming back to them, see the same person who looks at you going, I'm back already, are you?
You don't have to sound so disappointed. Like, jeez.
Well, that just means that there's more yapping that you plan on doing to me, right?
Absolutely. And you tried to assault me earlier, so you know what? You're going to sit down. And
I didn't try. I succeeded.
Oh.
Hey, be nice to child.
All right. No worries, Hungry Helga. It'll be fine. No worries.
Adeline's gonna she's gonna give Helga a new look, like a whole new appreciation. Wait, did you call me a child?
Not all right. You child, tiny child.
No. Do I look like have you seen that video where it's like, do I look like but yeah, she's gonna be like, whatever, that's not the point. That's not why we're here. She's going to sit down across from him once more. And she's gonna say, all right, so all cards on the table right now. We're being put in a very interesting position. I don't know if you know this, but something was stolen recently. Something really important to somebody who holds a lot of power over my life. A lot of power. And apparently they hold a lot of power over yours too. Heads need to be put together. A solution needs to come together. There's a stolen item and people are going to be put in trouble, are going to be in trouble unless we help them find it. Or maybe even more people will be in trouble. I don't know. I need your perspective.
You want me to find something stolen?
I want you to tell me if you've seen something. But I don't know. It seems like pretty taboo. It's like, she's going to lower her voice a little bit. She's like, she said they were like antlers or something.
He kind of pauses, looks at you. Go ahead. Give me an intellect challenge.
Oh, no.
Can I help somehow? Like intimidate here?
Amy, you can tell me what you're trying to do, what you want to try to throw in here.
I'm just gonna puff up and look at him.
Okay, you can spend some might, I think, to try to help with this challenge if you want to.
I got an edge. I'll spend a might.
Two might.
I know. I'm trained in intimidation, and I'm gonna spend an edge so that I can, or spend an effort, whatever the hell it is.
I am trained in persuasion.
I'm trained in persuasion, intimidation, and deception.
Okay.
That is a 14.
Very good. An effort. And so he looks like gets quiet. Yeah, I mean, may have helped some pieces come on through.
Well, I'm going to need you to elaborate.
Well, it's quite simple, really. There was just a box that was coming on in, and I was instructed to make sure that it was coming on in through the train, you see.
Okay.
And for some reason, they began searching every single one. We got word there was going to be a search of all the boxes coming in, and well, a favor got called in. And just said, find a box or boxes, anything with any type of antler jewelry, and you just take them on off and make sure they get to who needs to have them, and we'll be square. Was what my acquaintance told me, and well, that's what I did.
Okay. Someone called in a favor and said every single piece of antler needs to be taken out of the boxes and given to different people. Is that like a common occurrence where you just didn't even bat an eye?
When someone calls in a favor you owe, you take care of the favor.
That's true. Well, then why is antler jewelry so... Why is there so much secrecy around it? Why did I have to convince you to tell me?
Because I took it and did what I was supposed to do. And when I came back, my partner, well, I found one of his fingers. But I ain't found him yet. Kind of looks seriously scared. So I just seem to be good enough people.
So someone was killed over these. I'm real sorry about your friend.
I think he was killed because they couldn't find it, and they blamed him. I'd erased my name off the check-in sheet as I left to make it look like I wasn't even there that day. The most I thought maybe he'd get hollered at for not doing a good job. I didn't think... I mean, if anything happened...
I don't think anybody assumes that they're gonna die over a piece of jewelry, but this is very interesting. She had like you know, the little nervous laugh, but she's anything but amused. Like she looks a little, well, she's obviously stressed.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and give me another intelligence challenge, please.
What? We're scared. Oh, okay. So I got a nat 1. We're cooked. We're really cooked. So he thinks I'm gonna kill him.
Looks, he's like, right. His eyes kind of go unfocused for a moment. And he says, well, you shouldn't have asked me that. I shouldn't have. And you see, you didn't quite notice, but slowly everybody here had kind of gotten up and left a bit. And in the corner, something dark. No, not something dark. The dark moves. Almost like plopping wet onto the floor. It pulls itself up. Strange features, legs and arms for a moment until, well, it's something else. It plops with many legs and then just two, as if hopping part of the time. Vaguely resembling some type of animal, almost like it's playing and acting like it for fun. The more you look, the more it looks like it's coated by something almost like coal, but it absorbs all the light itself in this pure black that looks like it's endless. And it just has a weird and toothy grin before others like it begin coming out. And he begins to shake. I'm sorry. I'm not going to let you live now that you know.
Okay, so they've pissed off the wrong person. There's meat in the background now.
There are. So you can see that there are about 5 of these things. Now, is all right. We'll go ahead and everyone give an initiative challenge,
This is
please.
where we fight, child.
Reminder to Matt that Harvey has an inability in initiative.
Oh, nice.
I'm trained.
That said, he got a 19.
I got a 7.
I got to roll the right dice. 14.
Okay.
I don't know what trained means on initiative.
So you're trained on initiative?
Yeah. I don't remember anything, guys.
Oh, I remember now. Okay. So
Guess what I'm not trained in? Magic.
Helga, and then Sorry, I'll get all these characters in my head. Adeline! I was like, just losing that name in my head.
Yeah.
All right, so Henry and Helga, you actually go before these creatures.
Okay, does it look like the guy that they were talking to is controlling them?
No. I would say since you've been... Go ahead and give me intellect challenge since you've been able to observe this whole time.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a whole 2 assets, I think, all just right off the top.
That's good because I don't think I have anything that will actually no training that would actually help with this. I have an inability in both initiative and noticing danger. It's another 19.
Jeez.
I keep using that dice.
I'm rolling like crap today.
All right, so yeah, you had time to look at him, and it was more that more Adeline was talking to him. He was getting scared and more scared, and then as she pried just a bit more, it's like he thought of something, maybe something to do, and then terror ran through his body, and as if in response to his own insecurity or horror, these things have come out in a strange way, maybe to protect him.
Okay. What are you thinking, Helga? Are you just gonna start?
I can't even hit things.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. I
mean, you can tell Helga what to do. She does like to be told.
Oh, Harvey can't speak while he's a cat.
Well, then you can meow at me and I won't understand a damn thing.
Well, I'm thinking what Harvey might do if he saw that this guy was getting scared and that's triggering things. If he's still sitting down, Harvey will leap up into his lap and start purring.
That's some god tier content right there.
Like,
with or without the glasses on, I need to know.
he does not have the glasses on. That's a stylistic choice for the art. He does not have the glasses on.
Aww.
He is meant to look just like a normal cat. He will kind of purr and kind of do the thing where he looks up at the guy and tilts his head and he does the cute cat thing. And he's going to see if he can calm him down.
All right.
Roll a 1. He's poison. He's allergic to cats.
Roll one, I'm going to get punted across the room.
All right. So this was part of a GM intrusion. So this is going to be a bit hard.
Sure.
You may go.
And to be 100% honest, again, I don't think I have anything that helps with this.
Yeah, because this is intellect challenge.
It's going to be a straight intellect challenge.
So,
I will go ahead and put an effort in.
Okay.
So I can get at least one asset on.
I mean, I think I'll give you your form advantage to lower it one more light because you are a cute, calming cat.
Cute little cat.
So.
Yeah, there goes the luck. That's a 9.
That will not do it. We had brought you down to 15 with those two.
Jeez. I blew my 19s on the previous two.
So instead, he just kind of goes, "Oh, what is this thing?" And just starts to kind of freak out and shiver, like, "I'm gonna break out in halves."
Harvey hisses.
Helga.
since he's trying to calm down this guy, Helga's gonna put herself between Adeline and these little beasties, and she's just gonna uppercut the first one that she's near.
I love it.
For a 13.
All right. Any trainings or things?
I am trained in light weapons and attack.
Okay. In that case, that will hit.
It's a 4 because I have Iron Fist.
Oh, nice.
I love Helga. I genuinely adore her. She's saving my ass, Chet.
She's 100% the like being the like body shield. That's all I got.
Very good. As they scatter just a bit. And we kind of I think here run up and in once oddly like push themselves up, jumping and grabbing onto Adeline, grabbing on her hair and ear and trying.
You have to go through me to get to her.
All in short distance and immediate distance, small room. And so I need a speed defense, please.
That is a 15.
So a 15. Are you trained at all?
No.
All right, that does not make it. As they grab and pull a piece of your hair, come out. That is going to be 6 off of your might.
Dear Lord, why aren't they attacking me?
Because I'm the one that scared him.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I'm throwing these weird-legged things next.
Then Adeline.
Yes, he's a professor. He's actually the local apothecary.
Okay. So what she's gonna do is hear me now. You project confidence, knowledge, and charisma to all you see for the next hour. People who understand you, they see you as someone important, accomplished, and with authority. Oh wait, strangers who are not attacking you give you at least a round to have your say. They can take you to their leader. Take me to your leader. And I gain a free level of effort that can be applied. Okay. So I think she's going to do the hear me now as like a one ditch. Well, she's being covered with this thing, right? It just ate her head.
So there's a bunch of them, and they're like tearing at your hair and eyebrows and bits of your skin, like as if trying to tear you apart bit by bit.
Okay, well, she can't just push them off herself. Like, I don't know. They're slime. Like, they're in their hair. I don't freaking know. Like, I think
you do whatever you want. You just gotta figure it out.
Okay, so she's going to say, hear me now. And what she's going to say is, so it projects confidence. He's not attacking her, right?
I mean, not him directly, but go ahead. What are you trying to do?
She's, I think she's going to say, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to save you. Like, she's like, I'm trying to save you right now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a ability. I think it uses 1 intellect, and they have to listen. Like, strangers who are not attacking give you at least give you a round to at
Yeah,
least
so
pull this
because
off.
because of this, I will have to have you do an intellect challenge to try to make this happen.
Okay, well I have a free level of effort.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Nice. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so that is an 18 plus the free effort.
Oh, nice. Okay. So what do you say specific? Oh yeah, you said that. Like, I'm not here to hurt. I'm trying to help you. And he kind of snaps out of his response here for a moment. And, right. And his breathing calms, and these rawness on you just sort of stop, and then become liquid and just suddenly drip this black shadow, leaving bits of dust in your hair, and hit the shadows of the floor. Meld. Go back to not being quite there.
Okay, so she's gonna put on the psychological manipulation. She's going to say, "How could you do that to me? You know, like I have been kind to you this entire time." Like she's like looking down, seeing like the blood, her hands are shaking, she's got tears in her eyes from the pain. And she's
Yeah.
like,
And with that, he just goes, right, ma'am, I'm sorry. I didn't do anything. That's why I told you to go. Ever since I,
she's gonna put her hands on his shoulders. You know, there's like she's got like blood going down to her temple, but
Yeah.
she's like trying to helpful. Whenever you help another character, that character gains the benefit as if you were trained. Sorry. So that's like one of her in things is she's like really good at like I don't know.
nah.
But she's gonna put her hands on his shoulders like, hey, it's okay. Just breathe. I don't want to die. So breathe. She didn't say that, but she was like,
Right, I'm sorry. It just used to happen when I was young, and I thought it wasn't going to happen no more. And then I was trying to deliver the last one, a ring. And when I walked in to the house, there was something there. At first I thought it was a man, but on the floor and on the walls all around him was so much blood, as if a body had exploded right there. But there weren't no footprints, no gap in the hole or gap in space, just this man. And he looked at me and took out this knife that was so sharp it almost looked like it cut through the light that was coming in and giving into more darkness. And he takes out of his pocket this antler ring. I just touched this. I grabbed it to go, but I tripped. It's when those things came, like back when I was a kid. The birds would chirp too loud, or I'd get mad. And they came, and I began just trying to rip him apart. He ran and got out of there. They chased, but I don't think they got him. And I've just been trying to stay calm, because when I get too upset, that's when they Well, I just hear a voice that says, we'll make you come. We'll take it all away before they start tearing things up.
Did he say that happened like when he touched the ring? It has started happening again?
Yeah, like it reawoke whatever was there.
So despite Adeline, like, blood running down her, like, temple, you know, like, she's just, like, super compassionate. And she's like, but these things don't control you. So she's gonna try to be like, there's always hope, you know, trying to help him, trying to comfort him, I guess. You know, like, I don't know, not like hand on his cheek, you know, just like trying to, like, you know. She's just a very compassionate, very empathetic and nurturing person. And so she's like speaking like it's okay. You're gonna be okay.
Right. Maybe.
Don't say maybe. I'm gonna help you, okay? I'm gonna do whatever I can.
All right.
So I don't want you to hurt anymore. So I'm gonna take the ring so you don't have to carry it anymore. And maybe it will go away.
Okay.
And then I want you. Do you have any family?
No.
Okay. Then if you don't feel safe, you can hang out with us. Okay? But if I get attacked by those monsters again, I'm gonna drag you to by your ear, okay? This hurts. And she's gonna kind of like wobble a little bit. She's like, it really hurts.
He's almost frightened, and he just kind of goes, looks at the cat. Just keep the cat away from me.
This whole time, Harvey actually got off his lap and was on the ground looking at where the shadows things had disappeared, staring at it, his tail flicking back and forth like a curious cat, batting at where the shadows had gone away, trying to figure out if they're still there.
I love the cat.
Well, good. You get a sense it seems like they've kind of gotten the floorboards, but every once in a while you see like a little bit of a wisp as they kind of are calm, but they're just in case this person needs them.
Right.
In case they need to make him calm again.
I think also something Adeline is going to say, it's like fear of fear itself only makes it worse. Don't be afraid of the negative emotions. You got to process through them, accept that they're there, and nurture yourself, and that will calm you. Sorry, psychology major here. Like, it's like when you start to feel those things coming up, I know your first inclination is, oh no, something's going to get hurt. But yeah, it's essentially just, I don't know how to word this. I'm cooked. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So he agrees, and then y'all can RP if you want to. Just give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We broke him.
I don't feel so good. I was gonna bring like a, Doc, you got some medicine?
Doc is distracted, looks up at you, head tilts, and looks around for a moment, and he will, since I think trailing people is out of the question anyways, you will see this cat start to painfully morph back into Doc.
So Adeline's gonna faint into Helga.
I was just gonna like one arm press her.
And he's gonna be like, Oh, that was quite something. Never got a chance to follow anybody, but oh dear, Miss Adeline, is she out again? She knows better
She out again is crazy.
she knows better than to
Fragile
walk
child.
when I do that. Hang on. And he opens his coat, and the inside of his coat is just lined with pockets that are all full of random herbs and plants and crap that he's found out in the woods.
Is that a weed?
Rifling through it, looking for stuff. And he pulls out one particular herb, and then he pulls out a little bit of what we think is mud, and he just starts smashing it together in his hand. Go, hang on now. We're gonna make you feel all right. This'll work. I'm 90% sure this is gonna work. And he puts his hand against her head, and this is, I have to pass a difficulty 2 check. Should be able to do that. I am able to do that. So you can get 3 of those might points back.
Oh, thank you. Lifesaver.
As he does a charmed touch.
Nice. So Adeline is no longer passed out.
So this is probably not a great thing to do in front of this guy we've been talking to, but Harvey just turned back into a human because Adeline asked to help her anyway. So he turned back. Adeline fainted when she saw it. And then Harvey used his charm touch to give her some points back. And just so you know, Matt, his charm touch is he rifles through all the pockets of his coat, finds a random assortment of herbs, mashes them together, and uses that. He has no idea why it works, but it works.
Perfect.
Because to get Paul up to speed, I am trained in using magic and crafting magic. I have an inability in understanding any of it.
Nice.
We love it.
He has no idea why it works. It just does.
This guy kind of reacts now between all of that and now. Actually, yeah, because this is the first Supernatural goes, are you with them? Are you with the things?
No, we're
he
not.
scares them off.
All right. That's what just happens. I
I'm
get scared and just the wrongness would come.
I'm very sorry, sir, for frightening you before. It's not my intention. Just want my friend here just needed a little bit of medicine, and that's my specialty. So I had to take care of her. That's all. Again, apologies.
Adeline's gonna like touch her forehead. He's like, "Is this poop?" Like,
but there's mud. There might be something. There's a little bit of mud and a little bit of wheatgrass, but
oh,
that's the trick.
Oh, great! Got attacked by giant shadowy monsters. Now I got mud on my face. She's gonna put her hands on her hips. She's exasperated. Well, I should thank you, but next time, don't use mud. She's obviously joking. She's got a smile on her face while she's saying this.
Harvey just kind of shrugs and smiles. So, what exactly is the plan now? We're gonna obviously try to keep our friend here safe, but are we gonna attempt to return that ring to you know who?
I think first and foremost, we gotta find somewhere safe for him to stay. I don't feel comfortable just leaving him out on his own. And I don't think he necessarily wants to be... you know what? Let's ask him. Do you want to be alone?
I mean, I don't. You're saying someone's looking for it? You said you didn't want to turn me in. Turn me into who?
Oh, she's a tough cookie. She's a tough cookie.
The, oh, sorry. Go on.
No, go ahead, Doc.
I already said these little antler jewelry. Let's just say it's the person or somebody from the family who originally owned them. They want them returned, which we can do, as Adeline said, get it so you no longer have it, so that you don't have to worry about it anymore.
I have an idea. You take that ring, you hide it somewhere in here, and we'll find it. Just like hide it somewhere really obvious, and we'll find it so they don't think we're lying.
What? Oh, I see. That's weird. All right.
It's like my thinking is because I'm like, I don't want to have to make a check because technically they'd be telling the truth. So we just found it.
Just to be clear, we're worried about protecting him who called whatever the hell those things were.
So we're protecting him from a big scary lady that I yelled at and we almost died because we didn't tell you about that. But that's why I'm saying hide it so we pretend to find it. So technically we're not lying.
No, I got all that. I'm just saying he calls big scary things and we're worried about protecting him.
I mean, again, Helga does have a point.
Listen, I got a big heart, okay?
But I think it
It's
does.
the only thing that functions on the tiny body.
Helga, we're gonna have a fight.
I will decimate you.
Yeah, that's very clear. What I mean is those things only come out when he's scared, and he doesn't have any control over it. And I personally do not want anybody else to get hurt because of this. And guys, he's terrified. She's gonna like gesture to him. She's got too big of a heart. Like, you guys gotta tell her, you're dumb. or she's
just did.
I think the idea is to simply it's less protecting him physically and just keeping him away from the stressful situation, so that these things that potentially still on the floor, I don't know, they seem to still be there, do not come out and hurt anybody else. So it's perhaps more of that.
Yes.
Getting him away from the things that upset him and caused them to come out. And I don't know if that's hiding him somewhere or just getting him out of town. I don't know.
Well, you nailed it on the head. So, I forgot what your name was, sir. And don't get upset with me. I almost got eaten by a shadow monster, okay?
Well, my name is Filbert.
Filbert.
Oh, kind of goes. I guess. So give me a intellect challenge to get him to kind of give it to you.
Kind of like hide it, and so we pretend to find it. Okay. Listen. I don't want to have to make a check. Are you lying to me? No. Ooh, that's a 19, and she's good at persuading people.
Nice. Goes, all right. And it takes a moment, and he either goes, I guess, turn away and face the wall.
Harvey does.
And then you quickly find it as he puts it underneath like one of the bar glasses.
Thank you. Because I really don't want her to catch me lying, okay?
All right. That's fine. As long as... Oh. And he just kind of looks, and you can see the darkness kind of wiggle. Man, I was kind of hoping if we got rid of that, they'd go, but I think they're back.
Do you remember what made them go away in the first place?
Well, yeah. You see, they killed Mom and Pa. And then Granny came. Said something has kept on calling my dad a damn fool, and why she wasn't called when I was born or something. Anyway, she took me and made me do all types of strange things and put this stuff, black and red, all over me. And she had me sleep under the full moon, and, well, then they were gone.
All right. Well, reach out to your grandmother, please. Unless.
She died a few years ago.
Okay. Well, then did she keep a magic book or something like that? That sounds like a lot.
Who knows stuff. All I know is she just said that I had to. She always said every full moon to sit on out there with a nice cup of pawpaw juice, and everything will be just right. That's what I did every full moon.
It's not working anymore.
It was till I touched that thing, and he kind of looks and kind of he takes out his shirt and says, "It's all gone. The marks stayed. They never faded. Now all the marks on me that Gran made is gone."
What have we gotten ourselves into?
Filbert, friend, if the once this the situation has passed, I would very much like you to come by my apothecary, my drugstore. I'd love to ask you a little bit about pawpaw juice. I've never heard of that.
I
And
don't know if this is the right time to be passing out business cards. Sorry.
I'm just saying afterwards. I'd be very, very, very curious. As another person who was well, have things about them that they don't quite understand. That should be apparent. You sort of stand back awkwardly and stop talking.
All right, well, if we get past this, I'll come by. Still feel itchy, like someone's looking for me, but scratches at his neck a little bit.
Well, should we attempt to return the ring?
Yes. And I want you to know that none of that is your fault. Okay? It might seem like it is, but you don't want those people to come out and hurt them. Like those things to come out and hurt them. Don't let it destroy you, okay? You'll figure out a way to make it go away. She just doesn't want this guy to like freaking have another mental breakdown. So she's like, it's gonna be fine. You got it, dog. It's not your fault. Like
Sounds good.
okay.
All right.
Where do we want him to stay while we go and do this? Because I like me personally, I think he's gonna be cooked when we come back. So like I think Adeline would definitely be like, you can stay in my shop, like, you know, I don't know, because it's a cozy little shop. She has like a little area where he could sit down in a cozy bean bag, you know, with like books all around and some candles. So she's got a cozy little place. She's like, you can stay in my shop. I can let you in. All of her stuff is locked up, so it's fine. and say that, so he has like a place to like stay until we come back.
All right. So you put it in your shop. He'll go happily. But I think making your way, I mean, there are eyes everywhere. So why don't everyone give me a speed challenge to not be seen?
Oh, wonderful.
But then I'll go ahead and put some effort into that.
Same. I don't wanna be. Okay, so
All right, got a 14.
I got a 17.
I got a dice that won't roll because I keep dropping it.
So
I got a 14.
out of 17, I put 1 effort into it.
Okay. And you make your way. Gets kind of nervous, and he keeps looking up occasionally, and you can see he's trying to stick to shadows. And as he makes his way through the streets, as if he never wants to be in the full light of the moon. But then you successfully, without incident, make your way. Why don't you describe how your shop looks for us?
Okay, so her little shop, if you can see in the background of her picture, has like little fairy lights, like cute little lights. It has like a warm, like aura to it, ambiance. There's like flowers. There's cute like little wedding like magazine newspaper things where it's like her standing next to brides with lots of people. There's like little snippets of color palettes, and it's like it's organized, but it's a bit maximalist. Just it's like it's very decorated but organized. So it's very homey. And there is a space for when it's closed and stuff because she like lives upstairs or something. There's like a little book area for like the kids to sit at. A little book area. It has like cute little bean bag. And there's also little snacks there too. So she has like things for the brides if they have kids or that kind of a thing. So she's gonna sit them down and be like, here's some snacks, here's a book.
All right. This is a grown man. He's like, all right.
She's like, don't kill people, please. Thank you. But yeah, that's it. It's a cute little cozy little place. And now he's got like books and snacks and whatever. There's stuffed animals too, Sorry.
Amazing. All right, so you get them all nestled in and comfy. As he very awkwardly goes, "Thank you."
And she pat on the head.
Silently wonders if he should have just had them all kill you.
I was just kidding. I was just kidding about the head. All right, let's go find that lady.
Very good. So you begin trying to find to go back to where you had hooked Miss Polybaro up. And so you do. Making your way to the other side of the town now. It's getting later and the streets a bit more mysterious. People waiting in the corners and the alleys, and sometimes you can see eyes looking out, seeing that all of you are you, especially Helga, and they get right back into where they were going from. And you make it to the nicer areas, more secretive as you come to the house that was away from others, where both were rented out, that where noise doesn't travel quite right. It's thicker, windows covered. And then you give a knock on the door. And then you hear a breathing. And then well, don't just stand out there. Do come in. The voice of Miss Polly.
Adeline hesitates. Sorry.
Harvey sort of nudges her forward.
Adeline faints. I'm just kidding. Let's go.
Well, if it isn't my dear escorts and looks at Helga, their rather large friend. You see Polly with nice dark hair, face done up. Well, though it looks like some moisture has made the mascara run just a bit. It has been cleaned up, but just not enough as if she was interrupted.
Whoa, wait, she used to have blonde hair, right?
Oh, sorry, blonde hair.
Okay.
And,
oh no.
And looking at her clothes, though still nice, seem to be damp. You see a few cloths that themselves have been wet, so she'd been sweating quite a bit, but looks like she's on her way to recovery from whatever it was. She goes, well now, I hope that you have something and haven't been interrupting me for no reason.
Adeline's gonna toss her the ring.
She catches. Oh my, you have been very busy indeed. It seems that your recommendations were not in vain. Well, a pity almost. I don't get to complain, but still, this is quite good of you to bring in. I'm quite happy to have this in my possession. And then there's another voice that comes from the corner. And we are sure that you will be giving it into our possession. Right, Miss Barrow? And you look and you swear there was no one there before. But now there stands 3 women in neat black dresses, white collars, their gray hair done up a bit differently, one in the style of an older woman, another middle-aged, and another young and in style. But their faces, though clearly of these different ages, don't seem to be young nor old.
Right, well, I'm gonna leave you with your mom, your grandma, and your sister, and we're gonna head out.
All 3 spit on the ground. We would never be involved in making her. Sorry, my friend. Sorry, my friends. My company gets. Give it to us now. It's yours like promise now. Don't fret none, and you will give it to him, and I'm sure he'll be so proud of you, and that'll be so good for you, won't it? Won't it indeed? I give a look. At least we were made true, and pure. But yes, we honor this and await for more, since it was you and your company that lost the shipment. And I am here making it right with my friends. The three look at all three of you and they go, we will remember their names and faces.
That's all right. You can forget mine.
They
I mean, please do.
smile. As they do, the youngest one, their teeth just look a bit too sharp. Well, that is one. Have you found who may have taken it, or the people, various lovely individuals who I need to have conversations with and hire into the fold, like I asked you to?
Oh, you mean in regard to the ring? No, we found that in the speakeasy.
By itself, unguarded by any, with no owner to speak of, you say?
I don't know. Listen, I went there. It was definitely guarded. Do you see? Do you see my hair? Do you see my hair?
I'm going to make this ease because you're just twisting the truth. Give me let's challenge deception, please.
Okay. Here we go, guys. Oh wait, I rolled the wrong dice. Hold on.
Or you put effort, or you can tell me anything else goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in. How much effort should I put in? I'll put in 2 effort because I am scared. So that is a 16 plus 2 effort. How much is that? Wait, it's
You're
5,
good.
right?
Yeah. As she looks at you. Oh. Well, you know what they say. Blood drawn is lessons learned. You'll be better for it. And I'll consider you more valuable to me and mine. Now, to go and fulfill what it is you agreed to and find these things. Of course, I guess I can allow you to go to sleep, but don't make me sorry for giving you a break.
Why do you want those people?
I
Why
want
do-
them. I want to hire them. They have very good skills, my darling, darling friend.
I don't like the way you're speaking to me. I lost hair because of you. Sorry.
She goes, well, be grateful that's all you'll lose and hope that it is all you're going to lose. I would think.
I'm sorry. It's been a very long night. She's like trying to. Okay, whoa. Let's calm down. So.
Yes. Ever busy making sure that the cattle can procreate.
How crude. Let's go. I'm sorry.
I now see
I mean,
you
that's
when-
the first thing she said that I understood.
Harvey's just been staring across all these. Can we do a... I'm trying to think. Can I have Harvey do an intellect challenge to see if he recognizes the pattern of 3 women at those different ages and the mythology behind it? But if he gets this wrong, he has the completely wrong interpretation of it.
Yes.
Intelligence challenge.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 5.
Oh, we're cooked.
But he's not going to say anything. This is just in his head. The interpretation he's making is completely wrong. I'll come up with something.
Well, hopefully the daylight will broaden your things. And remember, I reward those who do well. Which, of course, goes here. I'm sure this will mean something to each of you as I hand each of you $5 whole.
What in tarnation? Did $5? I did not write that down in my notes. $5?
Yes.
In the 1920s,
Oh, that's true.
It's quite a bit of money.
that's quite a bit.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I mean, it's not like
Gen Z.
hundreds of dollars. It's not even $800 in today's money, but it is good.
Thank you very much. At this point, Doc is trying to move Adeline and Helga out of the room. Like, thank you very much, ma'am. We will keep our eyes open for more of these pieces of yours.
You ain't gotta tell her twice. She's out of there. she's running.
All right, and then you successfully make it. Where would you like to go?
I think first and foremost, Adeline would try to go check up on the guy. She did just leave him alone in her shop for an extended period of time, so.
Yes, we should probably regroup and discuss the next course of action. And if this gentleman was involved with the shipment, sounds like perhaps most of this antler material was part of a single shipment. He might at least be able to direct us to who was rooting through it.
Very good. And then as you all leave,
Oh, we should probably check and see if anybody's following us.
all right, give me an intelligence challenge.
I'm scared. Here we go. Let's roll this. That is a 15.
Okay. Are you looking? You don't see anyone there. It all seems fairly calm as you come to now the late night and in hopes to get some sleep. What you do see is while there's no one there, you can see a bit of the blinds in Polly's window just open slightly. And you just see that her finger, especially the nail, seems to have just started to cut one of the blind things in her eyes. Just a bit too much the color of amber and yellow. Watch you go with a smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes. Then waves a little bit with her pinky and forefinger and lets the blinds go up. Before you just barely seem to hear the sound. Maybe if someone's screaming, but that can't be right. It stopped too quickly to be real. And that's what we're in for tonight.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think we saved him.
All right. Nah, family.
Not
Not family.